because no one ever plays him.
Okay. Why do you think Divorce
Still
left them?
shuffling.
Just because no of the big heavy hitter people that you see win events and top at events have been playing her, and I think the reason for that is the 17 life. I think even a seasoned player doesn't want to realistically take a 17 life character to a major. For those games, you just randomly get turn 2'd because they do happen when you just get high rolled. Someone checks fives, hot turn 1. That's a character you can just die to that. Whereas I'd rather play, Cassandra was the 7-hander that won Worlds and had 22 life. So an extra 5 life means you don't get to get turn 2'd as a 7-hander. So it's pretty important. It's the same reason Kurama is kind of veered away from, even though he's a really good character.
Sure. Does she have anything special that makes her you think good enough?
I think Shotgun makes her good enough
For
right
Shotgun?
now.
Okay.
Okay, so there's a cool chaos build going around that you can play in almost any character, and I'm very excited to see this version. Let's see here.
Oh, that was really cool.
I mean, so was I last week, and no one oohed and awed.
Huh.
Based on the deck he's playing against, I don't think he will either. Because can we pull up Super Skullman and his form?
Thanks.
So, yeah,
Yep.
it's cool. Where's the crit split? Where's the crit split to go with these cards? The critical split? What is that card? Okay, I was like, that's not legal. This ain't retro this week. So that card is cool. Ish. It would have been funny because I was going to put 2 of it in his deck. Because Super Skullman goes real deep. So it would be real funny to end with that so you could keep playing cards. When you're on your 6th attack and you're just like, build back in 4 foundations, make it ignore. So these are already remarkable builds for Super Skullman. For those of you who don't know, I don't know what that was.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my co-anchor.
You want any drinks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Touch this board.
Can Tam have a Dr. Pepper?
What a just terrible matchup.
What is it? Here, let me ask him. What do you want?
Just whatever the fuck they got. It doesn't matter. We're not picky.
Just whatever they have. It doesn't matter. They're not picky.
Oh yeah, that's pretty important.
Jake can't have carbonated beverages. So, or else he'll explode.
I know you were all friends for a long time, but that's something to remember.
So, no carbonated beverages for Jake. And then whatever else for the other 2. Including Tam. It doesn't have to be Dr. Pepper. Whatever else. And then a Dr. Pepper for Tam. For Jake. Yeah.
Yeah, just get a couple of lemonades.
Yeah, just get some lemonade.
I really want to build Deadly Poison Super Skullman.
Sure. Mark can get one too if you want. Alright, bye.
I'll probably have to leave at some point. That sounds like a lot of carrying he's going to be doing.
Alright.
As
Back
I
to
was
this.
saying. Yeah, his Devora deck does look cute. But so yeah, Super Skullman's form is going to mean the key pieces. Like, I don't even know why he built this Psych Mushroom.
Right. Oh.
It's
Yeah,
actually
it's
blank
psychedelic
because of
copy.
Super Skullman's form.
OG. So there's no reason to choose true identity.
I mean, so what does Super Skullman's form specifically say?
That's fine.
He
then I
says
get true
form.
identity.
You add one of your foundations to the top of your deck. You pick one of your opponent's foundations, add it to the
And
top
I get to
of
draw
their
the
deck.
OG
Okay.
deck? Oh, that's so good.
You form once per turn, stacks both players' decks. So whatever you're copying with Psych Mushroom,
It's
he could just
yeeted.
stack.
Okay.
And Jake's a smart
Fine.
player. That's exactly what he's gonna do. His hand looks nuts for this turn.
Okay.
So he's about to play Tam's favorite attack. Absolutely favorite attack. He talks about it all the time. There it is.
Yeah.
So don't let this attack fool you. It's not that good of an attack. It's only a 7 low for 2. But 2 damage is nothing. But this attack does do a lot of cool stuff. It's probably one of the best tech pieces in the game. Because it adds a card of cost X or less from your discard pile to your hand, card pool, or staging area. Lets you put it wherever you want. And it's of the amount of characters you have. So right now, Jake's going to build in a 1-div, which he has some really good 1-divs he can build in. He has draw a card, he has whatever. And whatever he builds in, he's going to make value out of it and then commit it to make his card ignore. So he's getting maximum value out of every card he plays.
And this is also Gauge, which is also the character that wants to stack.
Yep. So Super Squadman's one of his 3 abilities is however many characters you have attached, add to your hand size. So you start as a 5-hander, and if you have a second character, you're a 6-hander. If you have a third character, you're a 7-hander. If you are stacked to the brim, you get to be an 8-hander, which
That's nutty. That's crazy.
Is nutty. In a game that has Gauge now, like I'm sure this character was already sick when he first came out, but now you have Gauge, which is just so much more insane.
And also, nobody's playing the one card that deals with your opponent having multiple characters. So
Yeah,
he
Purifying
just
Charm.
yes.
Yeah, that card's also slept on. I played it last time I remember playing it was Jet, because in good Jet it has Breaker 4, and if you ever run up against a Gauge character, it just did a few different things. Definitely has been a sideboard card of mine from time to time when it shares symbols.
Yeah, I definitely think it is something that people should be looking at more.
I mean, having just a 0 mid block with Breaker 2 in your deck's not a terrible reason to run it.
Yeah.
People ran buddy blocks for the longest time just to have the good block. So this is how you kill people with this deck. You make a card ignore, you just play all your attacks on 5s.
Sure.
And you just constantly draw, constantly recycle. Once you have a staging area like this, he could play as many attacks as he wants. If he has the attacks in hands, he can keep playing them if he checks 5s.
Yeah.
Because you commit a foundation on this, you pop that to build in Kuwabara's foundation that raises itself after it's tapped.
Sure.
So then that card's also in the backbone of the deck. It's a 4 of, because then you just that card right there. Because then you pop, build that in, tap with Skullman, readies itself. You just make all your cards ignore, and your end is just shotgun. And you have all these cards that share 2 symbols with your character, and your shotguns are hella lethal. So the fact that you don't give speed in any way in this deck doesn't matter, because you're just throwing raw stats at someone to the point where they don't have enough blocks in hand to deal with it. And every attack does a shit ton of damage. Like every attack has the potential, besides maybe Moondance, to do a shit ton of damage.
Yeah. I mean, if you have a momentum, Moondance can do a lot. I guess it can do like
At max,
6.
it does like
6. Yeah.
I
I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at, really. But
it is nothing to sneeze at, but like compared to Shotgun, Nutcracker, Meteor, Caliuga's new. I put it in the deck solely because I think it would be really good in a character that makes cards ignore to have it. So, and we're going back to another moonset. It's a really good play-by-play, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, his cards ignore, so now he's still playing on 5s. And now he's going to pick this up. He's going to probably tap a foundation to make this ignore. And he's going to play that same Meteor on a 5 again.
does this deck play True Identity? Does it have like a 1 of in the side?
No.
Not in the side,
So
but
the only off symbol I just threw in was Caliuga, solely because if the Infinite dropped itself in your lap, for that exact reason right there, like because he could just do that, like it adds to more attacks. There was no reason not to put it in as a 1 of. The main core of the deck is going to be your Nutcrackers, your Meteors, your Shotguns, pretty much the whole good package. But then you also have Kuwabara's 6-div, which does a lot of work. Sword get longer.
Yeah.
It's build 3 in. So,
Sure,
I mean,
right.
turn 2, you're just like, I'll stack this 5-div.
Right.
Play it, tap 1, build your whatever. So, yeah, I mean, build 3 off that card's pretty nuts. Like, he gets full value out of it. And when you're stacked to the brim with Moondance, you can pick up Nutcrackers and Moondances, which is really nice. You can't pick up your Shotguns and your Meteors, which is why it was so good in Selinka, because it's her card.
Right.
You could pick up anything.
I mean, I still think like for this character, just building in any foundation just to commit it is good enough.
Yeah. How many characters are we at right now?
3, it looks.
3. So we are currently a 7-hander going into the end of turn 2, or no,
Yeah.
turn 3.
I don't know if we'll make it to turn 3 though. Real talk. Think so?
The amount of blocks don't matter. It's how much attacks Jake has in hand, because he can play his entire hand if he needs to, just because of what the attacks do.
Well, maybe now with checking a little bit.
I mean, he can still confirm play another attack, depending on what it is. So
He could also, if he wants to destroy the Calihuga, since he's already used it for a little bit extra damage.
I could see him doing that here and building in Calihuga,
Yeah.
playing another attack,
Okay. Yeah.
depending on what's in his hand. I mean, the deck's just so versatile. You look at your hand, and the whole issue is you don't draw enough. But the whole deck is draw. Like before we didn't have the 4 1-diff Songmina card that flipped to draw card, but now we have passing the torch. You get one of the best ones is Movie Star, because Movie Star you get 2 damage when you tap it with the character.
Mm-hmm.
Plus almost every attack has breakers, so you tap and draw and you get 2 damage.
Pass.
Yeah.
So he's gonna put damage here. He's probably gonna try and make this lethal, and that's gonna get blocked. And he's gonna hopefully play another attack, depending on how the turn wants to go. He could just build after this, because he's still on 1 progressive difficulty currently,
Yeah.
which means his build turn is
Nice.
still whatever he wants it to be. That's the nuttiest part.
Right.
After all this, he could build whatever he wants.
It's just super. He's
Yeah.
he hasn't been drawing right, but he just still has the cards that were in his hand.
And one of Jake's best things for speed he has, I didn't put in the deck because I'm just realizing I'm an
Pass.
idiot. He is not playing Shadow Inheritance, which is fine. I mean, it was a one of in the original list we played, but it was definitely foundation,
Right.
shotgun after
Sure.
all your shit already ignored. You're like sense of morals.
On a 6.
Okay.
So it looks like this is getting blocked.
I think that's fine. I think his plan was to just build out,
Yeah.
which he's at 32 life. Devore might be able to get there, but
Yeah, and currently I think all of his cards ignore.
so I mean he could just sling another attack just for the hell
If
of
he has
it.
a shotgun in hand,
Yeah.
I think he throws it right here. Oh, he's forming. He still has his form, so he gets to confirm check a 5 on whatever he's playing.
Okay, and he build the. Okay.
Yep. Oh, see.
Yep.
And Devora still has her enhance, but I mean this could be lethal.
Yeah.
All
How much
gains
is the shot gonna
plus
get?
6 in the next
Gonna get 1,
Yeah, so he's gonna gain to 12.
4.
I believe the Moondances share 1, the Meteor shares
pass.
2.
and the shotgun shares 2. Yep. So it's not gonna get super lethal,
7, 8,
Yeah.
but it's gonna do some damage.
11.
Sure.
I'll take 6.
Now he's gonna play the other one.
What do we think about Krama's viability? Chat asks.
Hmm?
What do you think about Krama's viability?
He's viable solely because of his ultra rare. Your deck usually highly relies on your ultra rare because your ultra rare says gain life. I wish he would have gained life in some way. I wish his respawn would have I want to say his response should have gained 2 life, but then I'm sounding like I just want to play Gil again. But
Sure.
it should have gained life in some way if you want to have him have 17 health, or he should have had 21
Yeah.
life.
That was what I was gonna say. He should definitely at least have more vitality. Ooh, he went for another shotgun.
He figured if he checked a 5, it was lethal at half, but I think it was lethal at half anyways. I don't know why he didn't just sling it.
Maybe he didn't feel like he needed to.
I mean, he still has 32 life. which
Right.
is insane.
I still think he's okay. Yeah, back to Rama. I think he's okay.
Um,
Playing him last lake. I think he's all right. It's the 17
all right.
vitality. There's Yeah, it really sucks that he is such a little baby. And his reversals aren't
I just think the game's a lot
crazy.
faster than it used to be. Even when I got into the game first, the game was a lot slower, and that was just 2 years ago. So the game's definitely picked up by like 2 or 3 turns faster than the games I'm used to playing, or that I was used to playing. And these 17 health characters can't live in a meta that you're threatened for lethal turn 2, turn 3.
Yeah.
So this is very bad for Devora that
yeah.
she's having to go into a build turn.
Oh yeah. And like with Skullman now being a 7-hander,
Who's playing right now?
Jeff.
Thought it was James, and then I just realized James was getting his food.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, that man can do anything. So now we're a 7-hander, Super Skull Man, which is a great place to be. Like, we could actually just build and live and play a normal game now, because then when we get to 20 foundations, we can sit there and rely on our character.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the play is to either debuild something defensively. Like, if he goes in, he's going to form to... Oh. So I think at the very end of this, he should still form to get rid of the true identity. Just to get rid of any shenanigans. So he's going to tap whatever he's going to stack. No? Are we not forming?
He might still be deciding on that.
Yeah. Because all this is good that's out, but he's going to pick the most useless thing, and he's going to tap it and form it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. He has, like, there's no reason to give your opponent +1 to the checks when I'd rather have him draw 1 less orange card.
Mm-hmm.
Because this turns his turn into looking a lot more like a build turn. Because now you have 1 less foundation.
Sure.
You don't have that +1 to your check, and you have 1 less orange card in hand. Like, it's just so much advantage for such a small ability.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even think of it as being that crazy of an ability.
But like selective debuild is always like,
Yeah.
it's crazy, but like,
And there's not much in the game that gets around that ability.
yeah,
Because it doesn't remove, doesn't destroy,
right,
stacks top of deck. Which means it gets around most of the wording for counters to it.
sure,
I don't even think you can get around it with protecting the protector.
no,
I think the only thing that gets around it is the one he's playing, the pursuing.
yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
So he gets if you have pursuing out, you just get to pick something out of your
don't get-
discard pile.
You don't get debuilt. This deck was really oppressive because this was the same deck when we built it as it's playing right now, except instead of Meteor, you got Spirit Gun.
Ooh,
So that was a much different method.
Yeah,
Because you'd
yeah.
sit there and you'd build 4 turn 1, and then turn 2 you draw a Spirit Gun, and you'd go form debuild you, Spirit Gun, confirm check and debuild you, build pass.
man,
And you were just sitting there like, this is silly that I'm having. And you usually took it because it was a 5 mid for 6 after they debuilt you too.
right. I'm real glad that they made that card Yusuke only.
Yeah. Well, I told them they should have done the same thing for
I'll get it.
For shotgun?
no Shield Big Bang.
Okay. Yeah, for...
Yeah.
No.
Absolutely should have been Cassandra only.
Sure. The only character that was playing it, really.
Fair and balanced.
I think they could have done something to it to still make it be playable.
Okay, so this board is huge.
Pass.
But Jake's about to show him what Super Skullman can do. And we have a really cool card now.
Yeah.
We have United Kingdom out. And United Kingdom is going to allow us to do a lot of silly stuff this turn.
Pass.
Because we just drew Sword Get Longer.
Sure. What will you... Oh, okay. So it'll build down whatever.
It pretty
And
much
then-
says draw 3.
Yeah.
Because you get to build them scry 3, pick 1.
Sure.
'Cause you get to build them down in your staging area.
Pass.
And then you could honestly build pass after that, because if this deck hits 10 foundations, I don't know what you're going to do against it. Right now, he's just banking on the Kali Yuga. There's another ability on the Kuwabara Foundation. It says add a momentum to your staging area face down committed.
Pass.
It's really, really good. Because you're just like, my Nutcracker hit you last turn.
Sure.
It's in my momentum. Build it face down. United Kingdom add it to my hand.
Yeah.
Or play the Kuwabara Ultra Rare. Add it to your hand.
Right. And then
So-
also get a bunch of damage and speed.
Yep. So there's it's just a lot of good stuff you can do. We'll see a deck similar to this when Andy comes out, because this is similar to how Andy will play. This deck, I think, is more. What's the word? This is more oppressive to play against than Andy will be. Andy will be more explosive than this. Andy will do turn 2 what this does better turn 6.
Okay.
So, and I actually think this turn it's over, because he's just gonna sit here and put him in a pseudo infinite loop,
Right.
because he hit the meteor and he gets to make those ignore, so they're gonna be on 5s. He's gonna get to play at least, even if he checks 3s, he's gonna play at least 4 of these, and he's at 7 life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's scooping it up.
Yeah, he's scooping it up. So, and look, his hand was super lethal.
Yeah.
So that's what the deck does. I mean, they are 3 diffs, so if you draw them, you can just build them.
Right.
Turn 1, like that's usually you'll just draw one turn 1. Bet you will see it this game actually, because he did in last game.
Yeah.
I mean, being like on a 3, build 2 foundations, pass, and you're a 6-hander for the rest of the game. If you draw any more, you're like 7-hander, 8-hander. When you hit an 8-hander, you get to play an actual game with someone.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep this.
I say an actual game, but you're an 8-hander.
Right.
Make Shield of Bank Kurama only. I'm in. That's how we make Kurama good. Just make all life ultra rares Kurama only.
Right.
Shotgun, Shield of Bang,
Yeah.
Air
building
Ground, Air Ground Smash. We draw one. They're all Kurama only, so he gets to just play all the ultra rares.
Sure.
Everyone else gets commons.
Yeah. Now he did
Did
just
he?
build 2 Skullmans.
He actually built 2 of them, so he
Yeah.
has 3 right now.
Yeah. 2 Skullmans of Foundation. He did check a bunch of attacks to do it, but
I mean, whatever.
yeah. He's now a 7-hander.
He just said I'm a 7-hander with 32 life.
it's
Welcome
going
to my
over.
game. We're checking hot.
Yeah, block modifier to block this is +2.
Pause for a second.
1 damage.
We're looking at Tam's porn.
1/1 with.
So how do you feel about this card?
That's fine. You can just
I'm trying to think about what it does.
Because you don't know what it does?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm
so
trying
this
to
card-
remember what it does.
It's real cool. First ability is,
Yeah. I told you I'm bad at this game.
it's okay. It's real
1/1
cool. You
with-
discard a momentum,
Mm-hmm.
and if your attack deals damage, you destroy X
Okay.
foundations
That's
and
right.
build in X foundations.
Next
up
combo
to
attack
X.
gets
Yeah.
I'm
minus
pretty
2
sure it's
plus
for the
2
amount
plus
of
1.
damage dealt.
Right.
And then it just gets +2 to its block mod for no reason.
Right. So it's a 6 high for 4,
Hmm.
then whatever other damage bonus you want to give to it.
Yep.
And
I can
speed.
see this attack being the only reason this
Sure,
deck
if it's completely
got
blocked,
built.
I'll add it back.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm getting confirmation from our
Pass.
producers.
I mean, it's a good one to build around.
Ooh,
Oh,
that was a good one for you. to
failing the
miss.
breaker 2 block.
Take 7.
I mean, it
Face
was a
splitter
7-speed
on 4.
attack. I guess he could have checked a 6.
Like that?
No,
No, it didn't.
'cause it was yeah.
It had 6
It's
speed.
2 from Pound Thrust. I'll give it 1/1 with Prolonged.
It had
Give
it was a
3
5
with
speed plus the
4.
2 to the block modifier.
I'll give it 3/3 with itself. It is. It's Fury weapon.
Yeah, you might kill him right here.
Um,
This face splitter is
I'll use one
for
feature.
13 damage right now.
And respond, give it a damage. And I'll send it.
14 damage. I mean, yeah, if he has another attack.
And Pound Thrust. On
Yeah.
7. 3.
Bing bong.
My next combo gets -2 and plus damage.
Did he devour on the... I guess he didn't.
Pass.
So if Jake has the block, which
Oh.
he failed. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess this
Maybe
just
next attack. Nope.
this just shows you Devour's viability then.
Yeah, she could go on second when you she good when you don't do that building thing.
Mhm.
Turn 1.
I had thought about it after I
Characters
already
can't
said, like,
pass
pass, so I was
checks.
like, eh.
Something you gotta understand.
Right. Let's see if there's another. If this will be another
Good luck.
5-minute match. Devour's going second, which he did last time.
These are both pretty
Yeah,
explosive decks. It looks like I bet you Jake attacks turn 1 here. I would. He's not going to though, because
He's
he's not
gonna
the
build.
character.
Yeah.
Oh, it's about to get spicy.
Yeah. He has one less hand size, but the same amount of foundations as last game. But does have one cool asset out. That's him.
Oh, that's a pretty important asset.
Yeah.
Devour also doesn't have foundations to attack this turn, so
Sure.
that's pretty important.
I guess, yeah.
Key amenities on 30.
Okay, so Devour needs to build at 4 to 5 here, because they're gonna get debuilt 1, and Jake's gonna be a 6-hander and build a lot next turn. I already know he has an attack in his hand that's gonna build. Hey, look at that.
Yeah.
We're on pace for a good game.
He did not build the mushrooms. Smart play. I don't even know if he could. Probably not on a 7.
Yeah,
Nah, no.
I wouldn't suggest it.
I didn't even pay attention to the turn. Yep.
Sure.
Oh, it's about to get spicy up in here.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he picks up the morals. Or he's actually just going to build in the wandering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That way you can commit it and ready something and have more things ignore.
I would what I would do this turn is tap for 2 speed, tap for character,
Pass.
ready, and then form.
Okay.
Pass. Pass.
Oh. Thank God that block sucks. Good Selenka.
Yeah.
We're coming back. Grassroots. What just happened? Oh, he took
He
it.
just took it. Engaged in the
I
character.
was like, how's he already at 12? Devora.
That's super cool.
Alright, so this is what we call not good.
Yeah. He now gets the... Is that the Kuwabar one that says when it's
Yes.
committed, you ready it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2 things are going to ignore, and he's going to have...
So this is gonna get a little dicey.
Make it not count. Pass.
Which that was the right play.
Pass.
These are some fast garbage we got coming.
Yeah. He's also... yeah, he's going to gauge in the last character, too.
Yep, so
8-hander.
Jake is now an 8-hander.
But if he has another attack in his hand...
It's probably just over.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have a good block for it. Which he's shown us we don't have good
Yeah.
blocks. So I
Mhm.
can see a
Hot
Nutcracker
games,
being a good
dude.
finisher here.
One of us draws the nuts. And
Now... So Nutcracker's only going to be for 6 damage, though? Because Devour is a female.
Yeah, you're right. But we do get to draw off it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yo, I'm into it.
that's a good one.
Yeah. So he now just gets to...
This is gonna get blocked, but this is gonna build our entire staging area for the turn. All those attacks we just played that didn't become great card
Mhm.
just became great cards,
Right.
which is
How do I wanna
nuts.
do this?
Mushroom has a block, right?
2 mid,
Okay.
2 mid.
Yeah.
We were done.
Alright.
Done to that no matter what. So,
Is that mid? So when I'm behind.
I guess we did it this way.
Oh, is it?
Excuse me.
So yeah, making this thing ignore.
You're gonna be at an event and I'll just be behind a dude and I'll be And he'll have a Flame Orb. So these all ignore. He's on 0 progressive difficulty right now.
Yeah.
Because he probably ready. I didn't look, but I'm sure he tapped the foundation and readied it. So this is actually a weird choice right here.
Yeah, blocking with the face splitter.
I wouldn't block with the attack.
I would not either. Okay.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
As Tam is saying that this attack being out means that if Jake does play the shotgun, Jeff gets to gain 1 extra life, which could save him with the shotgun if he's doing the math.
Yeah, Jake should have started this turn by banging Jeff's character, but we're not playing those symbols because we can't play those symbols.
Yeah, he should have just been playing Evil Bow and destroyed already Foundation if he was playing those symbols.
All right, so we're choosing to. Oh, that's gonna be rough. So now we're gonna form. Oh, for the shotgun lethal at half. I understand. Oh no, okay, just for the form.
Yeah.
So we're now an 8-hand. Like if we make it through, if we live through this turn,
which
our chances of going up, of winning, exponentially increase.
Yeah, which he has 5 ready. He has 1 card in hand, I believe. Yeah,
probably 1 card in hand and the Kieran Soul. He has 32 life.
Yeah, he does.
If you hold it for just the attack after the Devora, I don't think on 4 foundations he can kill him. And if he plays anything with Breaker, he gets to draw a card off Movie Star.
Yeah. He also can. Never mind. I'm thinking of sunglasses. I was going to say he could also commit something with sunglasses, but
yeah, that would be cool. But
doesn't have it.
Again, we're not playing that.
Yeah. But if we were.
But you can imagine.
Yeah.
It was almost what happened, but unfortunately, game rules didn't allow.
Mm-hmm.
I should have put a bang in there just that he couldn't play.
Right, just
since
to
he
taunt
wasn't
him.
looking at the deck. That would have been some funny shit. So like this next turn when he needed to draw gas, he draws a bang he can't play. Okay, so it looks like we went to build, and Jake's gonna. He's gonna do this with his cards because he has to see 8 cards. I could see Jake doing it. He's gonna go.
Yeah, Devora being at 7, only having 4 cards in her hand. And like looking at what it's in Jake's hand, I'm pretty sure it's over.
Jake's at 32 life as an 8-hander for the rest of the game that gets to debuild selectively once per turn and tap a foundation to make a card ignore. He's in the best possible situation he could be to win this game.
Mm-hmm.
Devora needed to go in and kill him that turn, and it was still very unlikely.
Yeah. He also has 2 foundations that like ready foundations.
Your hand is so good.
Or ready themselves.
Well, that almost irrelevant at this point,
Yeah.
just because of what the deck does. Like I've seen this deck play 8 attacks on 4 foundations.
Okay.
It does it. Like it's just what the deck's built to do.
Yeah.
Like
probably
if
already.
he has the gas in hand, he has the gas. The only thing you hope when you play against this deck is it doesn't draw 6 orange cards.
I saw a few orange in his hand.
My first instance will be.
Tam is saying the deck has not drawn any foundations.
And as Jake has shown us at almost every event, he can now pick up Nutcrackers and Moon Dances with this attack.
Yeah, because he has 4 characters
At
out.
7 life, we can actually just make these lethal.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, he can dip a momentum to draw a card on this and make it lethal.
I think that's what he did, is that he discarded the Moon Dance.
Yeah. Like, this is going to be rough, because you could just honestly string Moon Dances this turn, and then at the end of it, be like, oh, well, I still have 7 orange cards.
Yeah.
And I'm going to play.
Yeah. It's also going to get probably 3 damage from the asset.
He failed that check. Check the 2 on it.
Okay.
But he is gonna probably tap movie star to make it ignore, which will make it lethal.
Right. Jeff doesn't have any low bucks either. Does he have a... Never mind.
Does he have a face of a monster you can get Dark Side of Karma?
Yeah, Bang would be good.
Yeah. So what Devore needs to do here
If Jeff had the symbols.
is stop Super Skull Man. But unfortunately, we weren't playing those symbols because we don't have those symbols.
Can't use Marrying Age.
He's going to seal something with Pure Heart, though.
Just for this attack?
Yeah.
So it doesn't seal, actually.
It
It just says you can't use abilities during this attack's enhanced step, which
Yeah.
is important because seal takes care of him for the turn.
yeah. It's going to momentarily seal.
Like
Yeah.
Bang, which we do not have symbols for. But we figured Moondance has death, Bang has death. We could work it out.
Mm-hmm.
Game rules did not allow. Moondance should have said, or play an action you don't have any symbols with from your discard.
He just needs to play the old Crashman card that gives you symbols.
Yeah, I'll make it a high.
And then also have symbols for that to begin with anyways.
That's some old shit, my friend, because
Yeah.
I don't know that card.
If your fire and earth attack, you commit your fire earth attack, it's like 3 damage or something, you could pick a symbol and add it to your character.
You sure that's not Hikaru?
No, it's Crashman.
Is it?
Yeah, because James built an infinite loop with it in Mega Man.
Did he?
Huh. Oh, okay. What is the Crashman card in there, in that loop then?
I don't know, but it didn't have to deal with symbols because that's not what Crashman did.
Yeah, but like, it had to do with earth and fire, and that's what Crashman has. There's somewhere that you played a Crashman card with it.
Okay, so
Nah.
we just tapped our staging area.
Alright, it doesn't matter. Hikaru sucked. Yeah.
Nice.
That's a great Crashman card. I
Yeah.
love that card.
Yeah. It would be a cool Crashman card if he had the name.
Minus 2 speed.
Water.
Yep. I am forced to gain 3 plus the 3 to the next check.
The next earth attack is 2 damage, the next fire attack is 2 damage, only copy 1. Only one of this can be played.
Pass.
How's that? There's not a single cracker card that gives
Pretty sure it's Crashman only, right?
Make it not count.
Okay.
Techniques does give you more symbols though, and that's a card.
What's the crash? Am I
There's
thinking?
an Ermac card that gives your opponent more symbols.
Checkmate.
That's what Devore needs to be doing right now.
Right. She needs to be giving him
She
the
needs to give him
death so that he
so
can
he
play
can get
Bank.
Bang.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're Tam. Do you wanna tell us what we're seeing here?
It looks like
Pass.
we've gotten to the point of the game where we show off how stupid and silly the heck Make a check.
Yep.
To being able to pick up the same
Pass.
card over and over and over every single turn. It's really rad.
Yep. So you're looking at something called the Moondance chain. Yep. Usually
Yeah.
involves a fatter card game player sitting across the table and going, "Look at me pick up all these things because I stacked characters earlier." Oh, and there was Jake's hand.
Yeah. Nothing you can do. You want to shout out your sponsor?
Yeah.
After the game's done?
Shout out to my sponsor, Legendary Wolf Games. Take your gaming from ordinary to legendary, and where you should get all your singles and just talk to them because they're cool people. Yeah.